my Father who is in heaven, who has guided me and directed me, and requested that I do something that He be pleased with. And God has the glory for all of the efforts that you're about to hear about. Thank you. My name is Norman Jones, T-O-O. And I am the founder of the Art of Living and the Art of Living Art Gallery. The Brownsville series stories is a series of true stories that occurred during the segregated America during the time of segregation from 1928 to 1968. That 40-year period found blacks living in concave throughout the country in their own community, among their own environment, and they developed their own identities and became very wealthy in some instances. But they took care of themselves in the contained area of the cities in America. They were not really allowed or permitted or wanted in any of the white areas. So they made their own community. And in their own community, they developed thrift, they developed commerce, they developed business, and it became a self-sustaining community.
Okay, you know what I want to ask you? I read, and not even, upon reading this book and receiving it, thank you so much, just recently, I've just come upon this wonderful discovery. I understand that you actually penned this book, and it's copyrighted 2009. So it's kind of like been a best kept secret until now. With today being 2017, it's just it's a marvel. It's a literary marvel, and it's really touching my heart on a number of levels. For one, a couple pages in, and I see that there's actually a letter that your father, my grandfather, Socrates Roosevelt Jones, and that was his pen name, from what I understand. We're just going to go real fast. He wrote a letter to Langston Hughes, and I just found it so endearing how this story opens up, and that Mr. Hughes had literally reached back out in correspondence, writing a letter, and sharing with him how he found his manuscripts to be amusing. I'm just going to read a succinct little snippet here. It says here, "Dear Mr. Jones, I'm just back from California," which is very ironic because you're on your way to California right now today, "to find your most amusing manuscripts in a big mountain of mail. I've been spending the last 2 days trying to answer without scratching the surface. Since I'm invited to East Africa," would you like to hold this? Wow. Hold this up a little bit. Wow. Yeah, and I can read it straight from, this is a wonderful age we live in. "Since I'm invited to East Africa in a couple of weeks, then Italy, where my show, Black Nativity, will be opening, you'll forgive me if my comments are brief, but you certainly have a wealth of material and your characters are entertaining, but it is material for a very special market, preferably colored, like Dan Burley's, but is material to be really commercial. You need a lot more plot or storyline, as they say in Hollywood. Like my simple column, yours should go well in one of our major weeklies." And that's just a little snippet, and then on the opposite page we see the actual photocopy of the letter itself, and it's dated May 6, 1962. Sincerely, Langston Hughes. That in itself is just so special. It speaks volumes of the heritage and the history and the interconnectedness of our African American heritage.